Have you ever noticed how some high-value men seem to attract more attention by ignoring women? It's not about playing hard to get. It's about genuinely not seeking approval. This idea is rooted in Stoic philosophy, which values indifference to external validation. High-value men embody this by being self-assured and focused on their own goals. They don't prioritize others' opinions, making their attention more desirable. Today we'll explore why this Stoic indifference makes them irresistibly attractive and how you can apply these principles to your own life. If you find this content helpful, please like, subscribe, and share. Let's dive into the powerful allure of genuine indifference. 1. They treasure their solitude. In Stoicism, valuing solitude is a profound strength. High-value men, like ancient Stoic philosophers, appreciate the benefits of spending time alone. This isn't about loneliness, it's about the power and peace from self-reflection and personal growth. Constant social interaction can be draining, and true contentment comes from within. Marcus Aurelius often retreated into his mind to find peace, and high-value men do the same. They use alone time to recharge, reflect, and balance their lives. Imagine a man who enjoys solo hikes in nature. He ignores calls from a woman demanding constant attention, not out of rudeness, but because he prioritizes his well-being. By taking care of himself first, he can be more present in his relationships when he chooses. High-value men avoid needy or clingy women, valuing independence and looking for partners who respect their need for personal space. A high-value man may spend weekends on personal projects or hobbies like painting or writing, ignoring social invitations if they disrupt his focus and peace. He's not being distant, he's honoring his need for solitude. Such men might seem detached, but they don't need constant social interaction to feel fulfilled. They carefully select meaningful and supportive relationships. If a woman doesn't align with their values or demands too much time, they step back. By embracing solitude, high-value men live by Stoic principles, focusing on their actions and reactions. They see solitude not as isolation but as a tool for personal growth and resilience. This self-reliance and inner peace make them more attractive and magnetic to others, including women. 2. They avoid unnecessary drama. A high-value man embodies Stoic principles by avoiding unnecessary drama and focusing on what truly matters. He values inner peace and doesn't waste time on women who stir up drama or play mind games. If dating a woman who causes conflicts over trivial matters, he remains composed and assesses the situation logically. He understands drama is external turbulence that disrupts inner calm. Practicing Stoic detachment, he doesn't let others' behavior affect his state of mind. He values a partner who manages her emotions and maintains a harmonious relationship without seeking constant validation. A high-value man prefers a level-headed individual who reflects the Stoic ideal of self-sufficiency. Stoicism teaches self-reliance and not being overly dependent on others for happiness. If a woman creates drama or is overly clingy, he distances himself. This may seem cold, but it's practical from a Stoic viewpoint. As the philosopher Epictetus said, "It's not what happens to you but how you react to it that matters." A high-value man lives by this principle. He can't control others' behavior but can control his response. By not engaging in drama, he protects his mental and emotional well-being, focusing on growth and aspirations. Many see high-value men as emotionally detached, but they are simply prioritizing their peace and goals. In reality, he's simply avoiding anyone who would bring unnecessary drama into his life. His indifference is a form of self-protection, helping him stay true to his values and priorities. Stoicism teaches the importance of inner peace and living a virtuous life without distractions. You can embrace the traits of a high-value man by practicing Stoic principles. Focus on your goals, maintain your inner peace, and don't let external drama disrupt your path. This way, you'll attract people who respect and align with your values, leading to meaningful, drama-free relationships. Your time and energy are precious. Don't waste them on unnecessary drama. Instead, cultivate a life of purpose, serenity, and self-control, embodying the true essence of a high-value man. 3. They find self-important women unappealing. A key trait of a high-value man is seeing through pretense and valuing authenticity over superficial appearances. He isn't impressed by women who put on a false front to seem more impressive. Instead, he prefers genuine and real connections. Imagine John, a high-value man, who meets Diana at a social event. Diana is dressed in designer fashion, wearing heavy makeup and flaunting expensive jewelry. She talks about her lavish lifestyle and influential friends. While an average man might be impressed, John isn't. He quickly realizes Diana is projecting an image rather than showing her true self. He values sincerity and integrity above all. A high-value man guided by Stoic principles has encountered many people who put on artificial facades. He knows engaging with someone who is playing games or seeking to exploit him is a waste of time and energy. His behavior might seem aloof or indifferent, but he is simply discerning. He isn't drawn to people who indulge in pretense. Many people try to project a flawless image with flashy jewelry, heavy makeup, and designer attire. But underneath, they are often insecure and unhappy. This facade might impress an average guy, but not a genuine high-value man who practices stoicism. He knows true value comes from within, and genuine connections are built on honesty and integrity. Marcus Aurelius said, "The soul becomes dyed with the color of its thoughts." A high-value man recognizes that true worth is reflected in a person's character, not in their outward show. By embracing this principle, you can cultivate a mindset that prioritizes authenticity and depth over superficial charm. Focus on being genuine and discerning, ignoring those who put on a false front, and seeking authenticity in others. This way, you'll build meaningful relationships based on mutual respect and sincerity, just as the Stoic philosophers advised. By adopting this approach, you enhance your own life and set a standard for the kind of relationships you want to cultivate. This discernment helps you avoid shallow interactions and fosters connections that are enriching and fulfilling. Embrace Stoic wisdom, and you'll find that high-value traits naturally attract the right kind of people into your life. 4. They've been hurt before. High-value men understand the importance of guarding their emotions. They've likely faced emotional pain in the past, leading them to develop trust issues. This doesn't mean they are unkind or cold. They are protective of their personal lives to avoid further hurt. Stoicism teaches that wisdom comes from experience, and these men have learned to be cautious. Imagine a high-value man who once opened his heart to someone who betrayed his trust. This painful experience taught him the importance of being selective about who he lets into his life. Instead of becoming bitter, he uses this experience to build strong defenses, ensuring only those who truly deserve his trust can get close to him. This is a classic example of applying Stoic wisdom, using past experiences to build inner strength and resilience. A high-value man's guarded nature can often be misunderstood as being distant or unfeeling. In reality, he is simply protecting himself from emotional suffering. He understands that it's better to remain guarded than to risk being hurt again. This aligns with Stoic teachings on emotional self-control and resilience. For example, Marcus Aurelius advised maintaining control over one's emotions and not being swayed by external circumstances. When a high-value man detects even the slightest sign of distrust or unreliability, he distances himself to protect his emotions. This is not paranoia, but a careful strategy to maintain his emotional well-being. He values solitude and inner peace over being involved with someone who might cause him harm. This cautious approach is a practical application of Stoic principles, emphasizing the importance of self-preservation and emotional stability. To embrace these high-value traits, focus on developing your inner strength and resilience. Learn from past experiences and use them to build a strong emotional foundation. Trust is not easily given, it must be earned. By being cautious and selective about who you allow into your life, you can protect your emotional well-being and maintain your inner peace, just like a true Stoic. High-value men also understand the Stoic concept of focusing on what they can control and letting go of what they cannot. They know they cannot control other people's actions or intentions, but they can control their own responses and boundaries. By setting clear boundaries and not compromising on their values, they ensure they remain in control of their emotional well-being. For instance, a high-value man who notices that a woman he is interested in is sending mixed signals will step back and observe instead of becoming emotionally invested and risking potential heartbreak. He evaluates whether her actions align with her words and whether she respects his boundaries. If he senses inconsistency or a lack of genuine interest, he decides to move on rather than waste his emotional energy on someone who may not truly value him. Remember, it's better to be alone than to be with someone who doesn't truly value you. Trust must be earned, and your emotional well-being should always come first. 5. They're focused on their purpose. High-value men are deeply immersed in pursuing their own goals and living purposefully. They are not swayed by traditional expectations or the desire to settle down. Instead, they prefer to carve their own path and remain unimpeded by others. This might come off as self-centered or arrogant to some, but these men simply wish to live authentically, following their own rules and making decisions independently. They possess a clear understanding of their identity and are strong-willed, needing no external direction or oversight. Consider Marcus Aurelius, one of the greatest Stoic philosophers. He was the Roman emperor, yet he remained steadfast in his pursuit of wisdom and personal growth. Despite the demands of his position, he dedicated time to writing Meditations, a work that reflects his commitment to self-improvement and philosophical inquiry. By focusing on their purpose, high-value men maintain their independence and stay true to themselves. They prioritize their goals and passions, ensuring they live a fulfilling life. This focus on purpose and self-improvement makes them more attractive and magnetic to others, including women. Marcus Aurelius and high-value men living with purpose and independence. Marcus Aurelius didn't let his status or societal expectations distract him from his true purpose. He focused on developing inner virtues and living according to his principles. Similarly, high-value men today are adventurous and adaptable, unafraid to step outside their comfort zones. Their willingness to embrace risk and change may seem reckless to others, but for them it's a way to avoid a mundane existence. They reject conforming to group norms and dedicate themselves to personal growth and self-improvement. This commitment to purpose often means that high-value men do not invest much energy into romantic relationships. Their primary focus is on fulfilling their life's purpose. Women might not be a top priority because they prioritize self-discovery and personal achievement above all else. This doesn't mean they dismiss relationships entirely, rather, they understand the importance of focusing on their inner development first. In your own life, you can embody these high-value traits by setting clear personal goals and striving to achieve them, regardless of societal expectations. For example, if you're passionate about starting a business, immerse yourself in learning and developing your skills instead of getting distracted by the pursuit of romantic relationships. By doing so, you align with the Stoic principle of living in accordance with your true self and purpose. High-value men naturally attract respect and admiration without needing to chase after it. Women are drawn to their confidence, purpose, and self-assuredness. It's not about ignoring women out of disdain, but about prioritizing personal growth and allowing relationships to develop naturally without force or desperation. In essence, to embrace high-value man traits, focus on your personal goals and self-improvement. Stay true to your purpose, practice resilience, and maintain self-discipline. By doing this, you live a fulfilling and authentic life, naturally attracting the respect and admiration of others, including women. Cherishing independence. High-value men embodying Stoic principles deeply value their independence and resist anything that might confine them. This trait is crucial in their pursuit of a fulfilling life, allowing them to explore their interests fully and connect with like-minded individuals without facing judgment or control. While high-value men are not categorically opposed to relationships, They won't enter one merely for the sake of it. They seek a partner who enhances their life rather than diminishes it. Much like the Stoic approach of valuing meaningful connections over superficial ones, they don't invest time and effort into a relationship that doesn't offer long-term value. Being involved with someone overly controlling or constantly demanding their attention doesn't appeal to them. Instead, they prefer a partner who aligns with their way of life and adds to their sense of freedom. This approach reflects the Stoic principle of living in harmony with nature and one's true self. As a result, they often steer clear of high-maintenance or overly demanding women, conserving their time and energy for pursuits that truly matter to them. By embracing these Stoic traits, they maintain their independence and avoid the pitfalls of toxic relationships. Consider the Stoic practice of focusing on what you can control. High-value men apply this principle by choosing partners who respect their independence and support their growth. For instance, if you're an entrepreneur working tirelessly to build your business, having a partner who understands and respects your dedication is invaluable. This ensures your energy is directed toward your goals and that your relationship is based on mutual respect and understanding. Imagine you're focused on building a successful career or honing a particular skill. The last thing you want is someone who constantly pulls you away from your goals. High-value men understand this and seek partners who support their independence and growth. For instance, if you're a writer dedicated to your craft, you wouldn't want a partner who demands all your time and attention, hindering your creative process. By adopting this Stoic mindset, you can better prioritize your personal development and well-being. Embrace your independence, seek meaningful connections, and avoid relationships that drain your energy. This way, you ensure your journey towards self-improvement remains uninterrupted and fulfilling, much like the Stoic philosophers who valued their inner peace and freedom above all else. In essence, cherishing your independence is about recognizing your worth and not settling for anything that compromises your values and goals. High-value men guided by Stoic wisdom understand that their independence is a vital aspect of their identity. They protect it fiercely, knowing that true fulfillment comes from within and is enhanced by relationships that respect and nurture their freedom. So, take a page from the Stoics, value your independence, and choose partners who celebrate your journey rather than hinder it. Selective in relationships. High-value men often ignore certain women simply because they aren't interested. It's not about the woman doing something wrong. These men might just not find her engaging or appealing. High-value men are very selective when choosing a partner. They don't want to invest their time and energy in someone who doesn't spark their interest. This isn't superficial, it's about having clear preferences and knowing what they're looking for. If a woman doesn't align with their standards, they won't pursue her. From a Stoic perspective, high-value men understand the importance of aligning their actions with their values and principles. They seek partners who stimulate them intellectually and physically, and who can offer new perspectives. Stoicism teaches us to focus on what we can control and let go of what we cannot. For high-value men, this means not forcing themselves to be interested in someone who doesn't meet their standards. Consider a high-value man who meets a woman at a social event. She is pleasant and kind, but her primary goal seems to be pleasing him and agreeing with everything he says. While this might seem appealing to some, he finds her lack of independence and differing opinions unattractive. He values a partner who can challenge him and offer new ideas, someone who has her own distinct thoughts and is not afraid to express them. This kind of intellectual and emotional stimulation is crucial for him. By embracing this Stoic approach, he remains true to his values and doesn't settle for less than what he finds fulfilling. Moreover, high-value men are drawn to women who are confident and have a strong sense of self. They appreciate a woman who has her own interests and passions and isn't solely focused on pleasing them. In conclusion, high-value men prioritize their personal growth and independence, which naturally attracts respect and admiration. They seek meaningful connections based on mutual respect and understanding, avoiding relationships that drain their energy or compromise their values. By adopting Stoic principles, you can live a fulfilling and authentic life, attract the right kind of people, and build meaningful relationships that enhance your journey. The appeal of self-reliant women. A high-value man is drawn to a woman who is comfortable in her own skin and doesn't constantly seek validation. This aligns with the Stoic principle of self-reliance and inner strength. High-value men respect women who have their own passions and interests and don't rely solely on a relationship for their happiness. This independence and strength make a woman truly appealing to them. High-value men understand that relationships should be mutually beneficial, not one-sided. They look for partners who can contribute to their growth and with whom they can share a meaningful connection. This is why they might ignore women who don't meet their criteria. They are not interested in relationships that drain their energy or distract them from their goals. Instead, they seek partnerships that enhance their lives and align with their long-term vision. Staying true to your principles. Remember to stay true to your principles and standards. Don't chase after women just for the sake of having someone. Instead, focus on finding a partner who truly resonates with you and stimulates you intellectually and emotionally. By doing so, you'll build more fulfilling and meaningful relationships. Embrace the Stoic wisdom of knowing your worth and not settling for less. Understand that it's okay to be selective and to wait for the right person who aligns with your values and goals. By focusing on your own growth and staying true to your principles, you will naturally attract the right kind of people into your life. Inner confidence and self-worth. High-value men understand that their worth comes from within and not from external validation. They don't crave attention or seek approval from women to feel good about themselves. Instead, they focus on their own personal growth and virtues. This inner confidence and sense of self-worth set them apart and make them attractive in a profound way. Marcus Aurelius, a renowned Stoic philosopher, emphasized the importance of self-awareness and internal validation. He believed that true contentment comes from living in accordance with one's values and not from seeking the approval of others. High-value men embody this principle by staying true to their character and not altering their appearance or personality to impress anyone. Authenticity and genuine connections. Imagine a high-value man attending a social gathering. While many men might change their behavior to attract a woman's attention, a high-value man remains genuine and authentic. He engages in conversations that interest him, maintains his usual demeanor, and does not feel the need to conform to societal expectations. This authenticity is rooted in his understanding that his value does not depend on the opinions of others. Women may use their charm to manipulate or control men, but this tactic is ineffective with high-value men. They recognize that physical attractiveness is fleeting and superficial. Instead of being easily swayed by a woman's appearance, they evaluate character and values. A high-value man knows that relationships built on superficial attractions are often short-lived and unfulfilling. By focusing on deeper qualities, he ensures that his connections are meaningful and lasting. Embracing Stoic practices. Consider a man who regularly practices Stoic exercises such as negative visualization and journaling. These practices help him to focus on what truly matters and to remain resilient in the face of external pressures. Negative visualization involves imagining potential challenges and setbacks, which prepares him to handle them with grace and composure. Journaling allows him to reflect on his actions and thoughts, reinforcing his commitment to his values. Through these practices, he cultivates a mindset that is not easily swayed by external validation. Acceptance and inner strength. High-value men also understand the concept of amor fati, or the love of fate, another Stoic principle. They accept and embrace their circumstances, including their interactions with women, without trying to control or change them to seek approval. This acceptance leads to a peaceful and confident demeanor, which is naturally attractive. They don't chase after women or try to impress them because they know that their worth is not dependent on external approval. Instead, they focus on being the best version of themselves. By embracing high-value traits, these men demonstrate that their self-worth is intrinsic and not contingent on external validation. They don't pursue women to earn their approval but instead focus on their own growth and integrity. This mindset not only attracts women but also fosters genuine, meaningful relationships based on mutual respect and admiration. Conclusion. Me. In essence, high-value men exemplify the Stoic ideal of inner strength and self-reliance. They don't seek validation from women or anyone else. Their confidence and self-assurance are rooted in their adherence to their values and principles, making them truly admirable and resilient individuals. They understand that true attractiveness comes from within, and that a meaningful life is built on a foundation of self-respect, integrity, and personal growth. As we wrap up today's discussion on the allure of high-value men and their Stoic approach to interactions with women, it's clear that the principles of Stoicism don't just apply to ancient philosophies, but are incredibly relevant in today's social dynamics. High-value men, characterized by their independence, purpose, and genuine disinterest in external validation, embody a powerful form of attractiveness that comes from being authentically self-assured. These men aren't just ignoring women to seem elusive, they are deeply engaged in their own lives, pursuing personal growth and meaningful goals. Their detachment from seeking approval makes their attention highly valuable, and their presence magnetic. This isn't about neglect, but about prioritizing personal integrity and self-respect. By focusing on their own development and maintaining a clear sense of self, they naturally attract those who appreciate depth, sincerity, and genuine strength. We've explored how these traits not only increase personal satisfaction but also naturally enhance one's appeal to others. Emulating these high-value characteristics means fostering a life rich with purpose, resilience, and self-reliance. Remember, the goal isn't to disregard others but to cultivate a presence that commands respect and admiration through genuine self-improvement and adherence to one's values. If today's insights resonated with you, don't forget to like this video to support the channel. Leave a comment below sharing your thoughts or experiences related to today's topic. Are you applying Stoic principles in your life? How has it changed your interactions and relationships? Let's keep the conversation going. If you're eager for more ways to enhance your life through Stoicism, make sure to check out the recommended videos on your screen right now. Subscribe and hit the notification bell to stay updated with our latest content designed to help you lead a more fulfilled and respected life. Thank you for watching, and remember, the path to becoming a high-value individual is a journey of continual growth and self-discovery. Stay true to your course, and the right people will gravitate toward your authentic self.